Hi there. How are you doing today? I'm asking that question sincerely because we're all doing a little differently than we might have in the past. There are a couple of things that have come to mind today. I found a very interesting article that first one was actually two articles. The first one was about toxic positivity. And many of us in New Thought have been guilty of doing that. And what it does is minimize our discomfort and the discomfort of others. Then I found a second article that said the opposite of toxic positivity is tragic optimism. And I put that in the title of today's little message. That term was coined by the great Viktor Frankl. And I find it especially useful and poignant and applicable to the times that we're living in right now. You see, we tend to cover over the way we're feeling, and we also tend to wallow, I'll say, in the way that we're feeling. And that's really kind of a judgmental term. We get stuck. And especially in the things that are not comfortable. So one of the things that we can do is begin to look at life on life's terms, to begin to accept our own frailties as human beings, to forgive others, forgive ourselves. And coupled with that, accepting life on life's terms, seeing life as it is right now in this moment. Coupled with that is something I found from Father Richard Rohr in his meditation today from the Center for, Center for Action and Contemplation. He talks about the difference between when we're using our phones or our cameras, instead of taking a picture, that we receive a picture. Because the idea of taking a picture, shooting a photo can sound kind of aggressive. But if we are receiving that thing, then we are seeing it differently through the eye of our camera. And it's the same for life. Rather than taking from life, we look at what we can receive from life. And if you notice, there's just a subtle difference there. To receive from life means that we start actually looking for the things that bless us. And most of us live pretty comfortable lives in the sense that we have our basic needs met. So we don't have to look for those things. And then we get a little bit lazy in our psyche and we miss some of the blessings that are there for us to receive. We overlook them. We take them for granted. And so if you couple these two things together, tragic optimism, seeing life as it is, even when it's difficult, and receiving from life instead of taking from life, then we begin to live a life that's a little bit deeper and richer. And I like the idea that if we then start expressing gratitude is not just to make us feel better. It does. But what it also does, and more importantly, is keep us in the flow of life so that we are more receptive. We are more open to the things that bless us, the things that bring us joy, the things that remind us that we're fortunate to be exactly where we are today, even if it doesn't look like it today. So if you are curious about that, just Google tragic optimism or Viktor Frankl, and you can read more about it. It's a very, very interesting and pertinent concept. I love it. And also think about next time you take a picture on your phone, think about the beauty or the joy or the laughter or the poignancy of the thing that you are receiving. So I'll just leave you with that today, and I wish you the very best, my friends. We're all just going through a really difficult time like we've never experienced before. And so it's important that we begin to adjust ourselves. It's important that we begin to slow down just a little bit and see what life has to offer us today that we can receive. All right, my dears, I love you and bless you. I appreciate you. Thank you for being in my life. Thank you for joining me here. Thank you for supporting Unity of Wimberley so that we can continue to bring things, if not in person, on the screens. And I will see you next Thursday at 1 p.m. Central Time. In the meantime, I love you. Bye.